There was a time when small motorcycles didn't feel small. Not in sound, not in character, and definitely not in engineering. Because decades ago, Honda built something that no longer exists in today's market. A compact, high-revving inline-four machine that delivered both precision and emotion. The CB400 Four. And now, there are growing signs that Honda could be preparing something very few people expected. A modern revival of this legendary name. But if that's true, this isn't just another retro bike story. This could be the return of a philosophy the industry quietly abandoned. Back in the 1970s, the original CB400 Four wasn't designed to dominate spec sheets. It was built to deliver a riding experience that felt refined, balanced, and incredibly smooth for its size. Unlike today's parallel twins, the inline-four configuration gave it a completely different personality. It revved higher, it sounded sharper, and it delivered power in a way that felt almost effortless. More importantly, it proved that small displacement motorcycles could still feel premium. But over time, that idea slowly disappeared. As regulations tightened and production costs increased, manufacturers moved towards simpler engine layouts. Parallel twins became the standard, efficient, compact, and easier to mass produce. And while they work well, something was lost in that transition. Because for many riders, motorcycles are not just about efficiency, they're about feeling. And recently, that feeling has started to come back. Across global markets, retro motorcycles are growing faster than expected. Riders are no longer chasing only performance numbers. They're looking for machines with identity. Honda clearly understands this shift. The brand has been carefully rebuilding its heritage lineup, bringing back design language and concepts inspired by its most iconic models. So where does the CB400 Four fit into all of this? If Honda were to revive this name for 2026, it wouldn't simply recreate the past, it would reinterpret it. A modern CB400 Four would likely focus on balance rather than extremes. A compact inline-four engine tuned for usable performance, a lightweight chassis designed for real-world riding, and styling that captures the essence of the original without feeling outdated. Not a race bike, not a budget commuter, but something in between. A machine that delivers both character and usability. And that's exactly where the current market has a gap. Today, most retro motorcycles fall into two categories. Either they are larger displacement machines with premium pricing, or smaller twins that focus on accessibility. What's missing is a true middleweight inline-four retro. And that's why the idea of a CB400 Four revival is so interesting. It wouldn't just bring back a name, it could reintroduce a type of riding experience that many newer riders have never actually felt before. Of course, nothing has been officially confirmed. But when you look at Honda's recent direction, the possibility starts to feel more realistic than it first appears. Because manufacturers rarely revisit historic names unless there's a larger strategy behind it. And if Honda is planning to expand its retro lineup further, the CB400 Four would be one of the most logical pieces to bring back. Not as a nostalgic experiment, but as a carefully positioned motorcycle designed for a new generation. So the real question is no longer whether the CB400 Four deserves a comeback. The real question is whether today's market is ready to rediscover what made it special in the first place. And if that happens, the impact could go far beyond a single motorcycle. Because sometimes, bringing back the past is the fastest way to redefine the future. But what do you think? If Honda actually revived the CB400 Four with a modern inline-four engine, would it stand out in today's market? Or has the industry moved on for good?